Hello everyone, my name is Rage and welcome to my Synergy Lab, and I'm a little bit shaken because I basically just went through an apocalypse, and I'll detail you the happenstance shortly, but for now we need to start combining every item in the game for masterful acclaim as we create something truly beautiful and make it rain. We're gonna start with a little bit of Cricket's body, because I like me some splash, and honestly, it's, well, you'll see, alright, you'll see, okay, you'll just see. Calm down, stop asking me, you'll see! Sorry, I'm still very much freaked out by, my ordeal, I really am. Oh god, why did I go back for that key? You know, why it's like someone with infinite insert item here, seeing a item previously inserted and deciding to just acquire it, even though they already have infinite of them, right? Okay. So say you have an infinite supply of bananas, okay? You are potassium through the wazoo. And then I go to you, here's a free case of bananas. Do you be like, nah, I've already got an infinite supply? I mean, to be fair, that might raise more questions if you actually don't accept it, because you then have to answer the question of why you have an infinite supply of bananas, which is something that one doesn't often find themselves with, because obviously it's fresh fruit, and to have an infinite supply of fresh fruit, you have to have an entire supply line stacked up. It's not just like an infinite supply of canned goods that lasts for years and years and years that you can just have in a cupboard in your house. No, you have to keep them constantly rotating in, and that takes a lot of work. You'd have to have an entire empire driven around supplying you with constant bananas, and I'm just not entirely sure that's a viable thing to do for the most part. I'm really not. What was that? Gonna get myself some bouncing tears next, and I'm gonna close my full naked Steam. That's my new hit single, by the way. It's coming soon to a music listener thing near you. I don't know what's hip these days, so I'm just gonna assume it's a music listener thing, but it's called Full Naked Steam, and it goes a little bit like this. Oops. I just let my full naked steam be revealed. Whoops. I don't know if I should address it or hope that no one notices my full naked steam that's revealed. I decide that it annoys me, so I go ahead and shift tab and close that and hope that everyone forgives me, because I declare that I like to run away from bears, but not grizzlies, 'cause they'll chase you, and that's bad advice. But wait, I've lost track of what this track's about. Wait, was it Full Naked Steam? That's the one. My Full Naked Steam. There you go, that's my song. It's the best I could do. Not my most creative off the top of my head work there. See, I always feel like I've just kind of wrecked myself whenever I do that. Because whenever I'm talking, you know, saying my sayings at you guys, and we're having fun, Isaacing a lot and making some cool stuff happen, and I'm just doing my speakings, and then I'm like, oh yeah, imagine a song. And then my brain's like, oh, I'm gonna make mouth say the words. It goes like this. Wait, what have I done? I have made a huge mistake. I am not prepared to come up with these lyrics on the spot right now. Oh my god, we've already started singing. Oh my god, my creativity is thinning. I thought it would make me do some more winning, but now my singing is just sinning, and I don't understand my world is spinning. And you know, that kind of shit goes down, and it's really annoying because it's like I'm mentally pushing myself onto a stage in front of a crowd of people who are all eagerly expecting some incredible passionate speech or why we should free everyone from the shackles of invisible wire, and I just have to go for it. And that's difficult, right? You can't just do that all of a sudden. And I've only got myself to blame. You know, I've only got myself to blame, and that makes it harder because I can't get back at myself for doing it. Because if I get back at myself for doing something to myself, then I'm ironically just doing something to myself that I now need to get back at myself for. And it's just an endless cycle of self-torture and deprivation situation. And I just, you know what I'm talking about, right, guys? You totally know what I am talking about, don't you? 100% you do. So how'd you like the synergy so far? It's bouncing Cricket's body. I know it's pretty incredible. I know it's really quite original. I mean, almost genius level from me. I definitely think you could say. Alright, let's batter through this and actually start expanding it on the next floor. And don't worry, I've not forgotten to tell you about my ordeal. I will do it. It might make you squeal, genuinely, so, you gotta be prepared for that. And it's really, it is actually quite terrifying now that I think about it. Oh, my word. And yes, it does involve, well, actually, no, not directly involving my lizards, but I guess it's related to them. So I suppose in some sense it is. I'm actually getting health in a synergy lab. Oh God. All right. So let's properly expand upon what we are doing here. Firstly, we're going to grab ourselves the sharp plug. Then we're going to grab ourselves the wafer, because we like it like that. Then we're gonna get Pyromaniac. And what else do I require? I mean, we'll get double trinket room while we're at it, because we're going to pick ourselves up a little bit of pulse and a little bit of cancer, just a little bit of cancer. I'm going to get turret just because it does look cool with turret. It's not the focus, but I always like to show the turret version because, I think that's quite good. And then we are going to grab, we'll get PSC. I think for now we'll get piercy, alright? I like the idea of getting a little bit piercy on this floor. I don't know, it is, again, one of those synergies that just kind of suddenly snaps into place, and you're like, oh! Oh, just repeatedly in front of your computer. And, that's the kind of noise that I strive to make happen in this world. I know that I am content for the day if I have made more ohs appear in this life than before I had my effect on it. And that's something I think that is truly noble to strive for as humans, eh? I really, really do. Oh, I'm just going to go for it. This will totally work out. And by work out, I mean never work out. God, it's just so much effort. It really, really is. Oh, God. All right. Portals are gone. All right. So, terrible, awful thing that happened to me. It involves insects. So, it's already quite ridiculous. Because obviously, I have 4 separate lizards, which means I go through a lot of buggage. I order weekly deliveries of insects with which to feed them. You've got dubia roaches. They're not like cockroaches. They're found in the rainforest. You've got locusts, as in like Egypt plague locusts. That kind of locust is what I'm talking about, and they're fine. I've got used to them. Okay, I've got to the point where I'm comfortable just picking them up and holding them, and I still can't quite handle an adult locust. They are mean-looking and terrifying, but all the way up until adulthood, I am absolutely fine with. And then the roaches themselves, I am. Fuck off. So as I said, I'm fine with them for the most part. And let's pick up the next little bits on our delectable journey to absolute destruction. Oh yeah. So we're going to grab ourselves a little bit of anti-gravity. Yes, we are. Which I actually, just as a side note, I really love how that looks, right? If I just do a single one so it doesn't get muddied up, it's just such a nice little boom. And I think that's cool, I appreciate that. I really do. So what do I require? I know what I require. We're going to get Mr. Dolly. And we're going to get Mr. Dolly. Yes, we are. And then we're going to start rapidamente. Ah, look at that. Is that not really cool? Boom, out in a lovely little circle. The thing is, this isn't even really what we're going for, but it is really, really cool. And I think that's definitely something that I really like that. I never really saw that properly. That's absolutely phenomenal. phenomenal. I'm a big fan of that one. I really, really am. We're going to grab ourselves a lot of luck. We're also going to grab ourselves a bit of a crowd of power, and then get our lovely little squares going on, which look fantastic. Look at that, going all good. And then finally, we're going to get just a little bit of God's flesh, just a tiny little snippet, not enough that he'll notice, just a little shaving that we want to add to this. So now we've definitely gone distinctly different, and you can see the kind of look that this generates, you know, you definitely can. But there's one kind of key ingredient missing, but we'll get to that. So I'm okay with the insects that I feed the lizards. You have to be, or you can't really have them, you know. You can't just be like, oh, they might touch me, and I've gotten used to that. But because we have so many now, instead of buying the locusts in a plastic tub, that's what they normally arrive in, they now arrive in a breathing bag, which basically is just like a huge sort of heavy carrier bag, like you might carry your shopping in, except it's designed to hold living things, so air can permeate through the material of the bag. And they're fine, they're absolutely fine, and it means you can hold a lot more of them. So I order 100 at a time, so there's 100 live, pretty decently sized, you know, plague level insects in a bag. And you might be, you know, the cunning ones amongst you might already have figured out a potential of where this is going, I admit. And it's potentially not as bad as you might think, but then again, it might also be worse. I'm not entirely sure. So I got this bag. You untape it and you open it up, and it looks like hell itself because there's just swarms of insects in there, and you pick them out, feed them to your lizards, then you close the bag back up, and jobs are good, and everything's fine. However, mere like 20 minutes before recording this very video, I walked into the room with the bag and the lizards, and I heard a noise. And we'll put a pin in it there. We'll put a pin in it right there. Yes, we will. A goddamn gorgeous pin. So we're gonna grab ourselves this, and we're gonna start having this kind of effect going on. And I already love how this looks. It's like a little lovely line of water flying out, but it's not really the focus of what we're doing. Well, it kind of is. We're gonna grab Holy Light, we're gonna grab Deadeye, and if I was to tell you the synergy is technically done, you'd probably be like, it's fine, right? But it's not crazy. What are you planning to adding to this lovely electrical little worm of beautifulness? Well, I'm glad that you asked about my little worm of beautifulness. So I'll do a few rooms with this, you know, I'll do a few rooms with this. They'll all charge into it, and then, oh, I love that so much. I really do. But again, it's not the focus. It could be, because don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore this. I really, really do. But it's again, not the focus. So you may be asking yourself, well, bloody hell, tell us the focus then. I am kind of tempted to do the boss rush like this. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. Alright, fine. I will unlock the secret ingredient to this synergy. 3, 2, 1. And here we are. Item-wise, we've not changed, but what we do have all of a sudden is 600 range. And this is obviously inspired by the new range knowledge that we have and how it affects synergies. But basically, it makes some really cool stuff happen. Not the least of which is this. You see? Look at the ground. How awesome is that? This lovely bouncing backwards and forth shadow. Where are the tears? Nobody knows. They're gone. The tears are just gone. There's just a shadow descending, and oh, what's this? Oh, they're on their way. Oh my god, and then they're just gonna like vom, vom, vom across the room. Doesn't look too great in darkness because for some reason this doesn't actually glow. They're just gonna permanently go back and forth across the room like two laser walls slicing through everything, which is really great, don't get me wrong, and we all break up into another one, and it all looks fantabby-doo, and that's all great. I mean, you can obviously get rid of wob 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 tears if you really don't want it, and, you know, I can kind of see the appeal of not having... Oh, I really thought this would be got rid of. Let me just dump it in a room for all of eternity. Oh, they just disappeared forever. I forget how it works like that. Silly me. But if you put a turret down, is that not great? We're effectively doing like shadow puppets, but with tears. Look at the awesome pattern that starts to make on the floor. And you may be thinking, is this just permanent then? Is this just going to go on forever? Well, yeah, it is going to go on forever. But it does start to get lower and lower and lower as it repeats that pattern over and over, slowly descending towards the ground to meet its shadow. And I think that's just so awesome. But again, not exactly the focus, although I do think it's fantastic. The coolest thing about this, you kind of just saw it a little bit, is it leaves this trail behind me, right? You can see it up there on bigger rooms, but it leaves this trail behind me. It almost looks like Isaac is soggy and his clothes are wet and he's drenched and he's leaving this behind him, this wet trail. And then suddenly an enemy walks into it and they get struck by heaven in a glorious pillar of light. And I think that is so cool. And one of my favorite things about this is standing here and it just looks like I'm summoning a spirit bomb above my head. And the thing is, you can obviously raise the height of this so that you never ever see the tears. But I kind of like having this ominous glow at the top of the screen as everything just kind of comes together, and it just, I don't know, I really like it. The idea that it's just the shadow of death, right? You're not actually seeing what's killing you, but this unassuming shadow passes over you, and then out of nowhere you're suddenly disintegrated. And it's really inconvenient to be suddenly disintegrated, you know. It's a really awkward thing to happen. Nobody wants to be suddenly disintegrated. It's just not cool. And oh yeah, I remember this one. There's no boss rush because that's awkward. I did it, team. Ah yeah. Alright, what do I mean, I guess we could have some black hearts generate based on it. So I'm going to try and carefully put this down in the center. And essentially... That's so awesome! Everything's spawning and being immediately melted in the glorious light. Oh, that's so cool. That is really, really cool. Oh, a part of me just kind of wants more range, you know. As beautiful as I do love this, I love the idea that my shadows, just the shadow of my tears, are killing everything. That's so cool to me, it really is. Oh, there we go. All right, we're back to the reset. Everything's just going to get immediately holy lighted. It's so good. Look, as soon as something spawns in the shadow of death, it gets disintegrated. I love that I have a shadow of death. I've always wanted my own pet shadow of death, and I have one now. That's so cool, you know, my own little shadow of death. What should I name him? So, I walk into the room, and I hear something. Yeah, I've not forgotten, don't you worry. And I hear a lot of rustling, and I'm like, oh my god, has one of the lizards escaped again? No, why does this keep happening to me? Please stop escaping. And I check all of the variants, and I'm like, no, they haven't. What the hell? And I hear the noise again. And I went, and, oh my god, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I look down at the floor, and I see the bag. I see the bag with these 100 locusts in. and I see that it's open. Because I'm guessing Danny forgot to do it. But that's okay. She's still okay in my book. And then I realized now, because I didn't turn the light on. I left it dark because this is quite late into the night. I just checked all the lizards while they're sleeping. I didn't want to wake them up. So I then realized, more specifically, looking at the floor, there's little crawling shapes everywhere, emanating like an ant trail from the bag. Oh my god! And it genuinely looked like a straight up, once I called you brother, now you are my mother, Prince of Egypt level plague, as this swarm is just crawling out from this bag onto the floor. And the thing is, when you buy 100, they like to give you a couple adult ones in case you want to try and breed them yourselves, you know, as a little bit of a bonus. And this one we got quite lucky. They'd given us quite a few adult ones. And they, of course, are the extra terrifying, absolutely awful, mega terrifying ones. And they were crawling out as well. And now I had two choices. Flee and let them infest. Well, they won't infest. They'll just die slowly because they can't really handle this environment. But they will be around the place for a while. And I don't want to suddenly be jumped by a locust while I'm going about doing my thing. So I can't just flee this scene. And although I'm fine with them, this is quite horrific. It's a small army of bugs, you know. That's definitely something right here. So I'm just kind of like, oh, what do I do? So eventually I grab the bag and I have to hunt around the room in the night, not turning the light on because I don't want to spook them, and slowly picking up each of these living nightmares as I corral them back into the bag and then sellotape it back up. And it was just that moment, right? Imagine walking through a room and then realizing all around you on the floor are like a swarm of insects. Ugh! So now that we've got this extra range, guys, it really is the shadow of death. You walk behind me in the shadow and you will be melted from upon high. Look, come at me. Oh! How cool. I feel like this is a really cool one, right? Using the shadow of the tears in order to melt things. That's just so awesome to me. Oh, you don't want to jump there. Ah, I warned you. I did give you a little bit of a warning. You can't say that I didn't. Where you gonna go? Oh, never mind. The shadows are coming for you, my friend. The shadows are coming for you. You will never be safe. You will never be free. You will never get to see what I've prepared for thee. Oh, look at that shadow going. Oh. I love this. This is definitely my artistic-y phase, right? Where I'm like, look, it's so minimalist. I'm simply painting shadows on a floor. Oh, we don't need all this fancy stuff that we've been used to doing. No, we just need these lovely shadows. That's what's gonna do it for us. Ain't that right, guys? Yeah. We're true, proper artists. And I missed the frickin' hush. And here we are, at the hush. Not a fantastic hush, if I'm completely honest. I mean, it may be kind of alright. I don't know whether to use the turret or myself in this one. I really, really don't. How do you like the shadow of death, my friend? How do you like it? Ooh. Oh, it's kind of blasted you. It's blasted you. Yeah, it is. Alright, let's turret this bad boy. There we go. The shadow emanating, the solid beam coming down upon him. Oh. How's it looking? Yeah, look, it's just a solid pillar of light attacking the hush. Ah, that's so fantastic. I just wish I could add like 10,000 range or something, so the tears literally never come back down. You just have to go by the shadows. God, I love the solid beam of light. It's so fantastic. Like, I don't think we've ever generated such an actual orbital strike of light, which is a fantastic fun little sentence to say. It really, really is. And look how quickly it's killing the hush. That's absolutely an absurd level of power. It really, really is. Go on, pop back up, hushy boy. See what happens. You know, just pop back up. Just one more little pop. One more thing. Such a good show. Come on, pop back up. Don't be shy. You can do it. Come on. Come on, come on. Who's a good little hush? Who's a good little hush? Oh, he's a good little hush. There he is. Look at him, good little hush. Oh, who's a dead little hush? He's a dead little hush. Oh, all right. Let's go to the void. He's so easy to trick, you know. You just call him a good little boy, and then he's all over. All right. I'm actually gonna guess the far left one. It's out of the way. Oh, don't hurt me. And what I like about it being anti-grav is if someone actually attacks me and succeeds, then it forcibly releases the shadow of death, and, well, it's going to claim all of your souls. So if you want to live, don't try and kill me. You know, I think that's pretty good advice to live by. If you want to live, don't try and kill me. You know, that's not an unreasonable request. It's really not. It's definitely not an unreasonable request, but some people just have trouble with it. This is going to take a while. Oh, yay! Poison is excellent. Oh, snap. Guess who called it? Guess who called it? It's me. I called it right here. I am the caller of things. Come on, step into my shadow. I promise you'll enjoy it. All right, turret, do your thing. Unleash our shadow of loveliness. Just the permanent pillar of light pounding into him. Whoa, that looked cool. He like super sped up and then teleported as well at the end. That's fantastic. Alright, we've lost our super light powers, which is a shame, but at the same time, doesn't really matter too much. Just doesn't really matter. Did he just instantly lose all of his body parts? Okay, it's just a tiny little bit. Oh, you don't want to be near there, hushy boy. You're going to get absolutely murderized otherwise. See, even just having all of these awesome lights going around the room, I still think that's absolutely great. Maybe if we... Ooh, yes. I kind of like that. We're back to just shadow for now. But when that next round comes down, I'm excited. Ooh, I'm excited. Come on, don't kill the delirium before we get our next round. No, stop murdering him so fast, please. I'm just too powerful. I really like how it looks with this lighting. Oh, that's cool. Where is it? Where's my next round of tears? Where are you? They're kind of hovering above. I mean, that was the point. Obviously, they're supposed to hover above. That was the whole point of the synergy. But still. Oh, I think we got him. I think we got him just as they started to come down. Look at that. Oh, sad times. So there you go, guys. Another sort of extreme play with range, creating the shadow of death. I think it's really cool. And I think in this kind of gloomy light, this looks so eerily beautiful. Like you've enjoyed this, subscribe for more. And I will see you next time. A goodbye.
Rage gaming with the video flow, shenanigans and Overwatch, and his fans all know that every single thumbnail that this man makes without fail makes you do a double take, catching your attention with every verse. See, say that you need healing but you're at his mercy. Get it? Cause it's a pun. On his channel, that's one of the better ones. Widow is venomous, I see no end to this. Cataclysm's imminent when Rage is in his element. Pandemonium is not familiar with irrelevance. Maximum Genji beam, oh so elegant. Joke so funny, causing you to cry. Editing is quality as the noon is high. Yo, concussion man, shoot to the sky, cap it all off with a goodbye.